Welcome back to Growing Up Montessori, where we explore everything from the universe
to our backyard. We're joined by Tiger to make another fun Christmas craft.
Today we are making some Christmas angels. They are also very simple. They only need yarn, ribbon, or gold wrapping paper, and a pipe cleaner.
And hot glue if you need it.
Yes. You can hang them on the tree, you can put them on the tree as a Christmas tree topper, and then you can do other fun things with them. You can just leave them sitting around in random places
To be cute.
So, let's get started. So, to make the arms, you need to go around a 5-inch piece of cardboard 25 times. And then for the body, you need to go around a 6-inch piece of cardboard
50
times.
So are we going to do arms or bodies first?
I'm doing arms first.
Okay. You want to make sure you wrap it loosely so it's not squishing your cardboard and isn't weird later. So just make sure you wrap it loosely. Don't want to get too tight. So I have finished my arms. I'm just going to put them over here until I finish the body. And again, that's 50 loops. Me too. I kept losing count, so I had to keep recounting. So now we take 2 strings and tie off the ends so we don't lose where those ends are. Not on the arms, on the body. So you tie like this and double knot it just so it doesn't get away from you. And then do the other side. And this will prevent the strings from, or yarn from flying around and not doing what they should be and going where they're not supposed to go. Once you've done that, you can slide it off. Next, we're going to make our heads and bodies. This next bit's a 2-person job, so make sure you ask someone for help. Pick out how big you want the head, and not too big, because then it'll poof out and be kind of weird. So you want it about there, Abby?
Mm-hmm. Not slanted.
Well, yes. About there?
Yeah.
And you want to triplet by making a knot and then looping around again. And we'll show you a close-up of that. And that's like having someone hold their finger on it, but without using a finger and cutting the blood circulation off their finger. So there we go. There's your head. Do you like it?
It looks like a little wisp.
And my head.
You want it that small?
Well, I don't want it super big. Can you just hold it, please?
Yeah.
And then extra loop. And pull nice and tight. Oh, I think my extra loop came undone.
That's fine.
Here we go. Now we have heads. And then you want to re-separate your yarn and then take your arms off and poke them through that middle. Make sure you do your knots on the same side so that it's not weird later. And that'll hold the arms. Just kind of tug them so they get through. Can you tug that?
Okay, we are back and we are ready to I am going to help Selena with her arms and putting them through the body.
Okay. Oh. Mismatched arms. We don't want mismatched arms. Make sure your arms are even, otherwise it's going to look weird. Okay, now we can start taking our knots off. So just adjust how you want each bit to be, like fluff the head how you want it, fluff the chest, but don't do too much because we still need to attach the wings. We're going to have our mom come over to help with our wings because we're not always the best at tying bows.
Okay, so what we need for the bows, for the wings, is not much. We need 24 inches of ribbon, and in this case we're using these two that go together really well, this beautiful swirly gold and white with a gold accent here. And so what it's going to end up looking like, and I was experimenting while they were working on the other part, is I actually just attached the halo pipe cleaner to it, and we can trim it off if we need to.
That's a
so
good idea.
I tied the bow with the pipe cleaner that then will become the halo. So the way I did this as a super simple bow. What I did is I took this and I put the white one on top because that's the main one that I like the most. I put it on top, and then I made a loop that came around with how much I want the tails to be, and then I flattened it in, and that's going to be the wings right there. Here's the pipe cleaner. Just bring the pipe cleaner around. And obviously the pipe cleaners are going to be very long for her halo, but we can always trim the pipe cleaner off. And I just twist it around. And then we're going to fluff the bow. Oh, I forgot one step. I put both of the tails on one side, but what you can do is you can
Fold one over.
put one on the side you want it on, so that way we don't have to
Bend it too much.
yeah. Well, that way it's tied in place instead of having to be trusted to stay.
Have it bouncing around where it shouldn't be.
Okay, so now comes the part where we fluff. And it's easier to fluff really after they're attached because you'll get them flattened when you glue her on.
And then you can just do any final fluffing, any final touches once the wings are attached.
But super simple bow. We didn't have to do a whole lot of bow effort on that. So the next step is pretty easy.
Just dab of hot glue and place it on her back. But not too high, otherwise it'll get in the way of the halo.
Yeah, you want to put it right in the dab it where the bow is.
Like right here.
Yeah, I'd put it right there where the pipe cleaner attaches to the bow.
Big glob.
There you go, Abby.
So if you've already cut your bow off, like we have, just pull it around to the back and put a dab of hot glue so it stays. But we are currently out of hot glue, so our mom is getting us some more.
So just, well, not that low. I don't.
Okay, we are done and we have finally finished our little angels. I made mine holding a little snowflake.
And I made mine a cat. It has little ears and whiskers.
And there are many different ways you can make these. We used wire ribbon for the wings.
But you can
And-
also use like gold tissue paper or other things that you think might work.
And you can use fuzzy yarn, thin yarn. We use the thin yarn because we don't have any fluffy yarn.
You can also cut the skirt to make it look more frilly, but I like to leave mine looped because it just kind of gives a nice thin look, which I like.
So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you try this craft, comment down below with the picture. And leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Remember, we're growing up Montessori, where we explore everything from the universe.
To our backyard.
Bye.